Hey, 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 I'm live. Day 4 of the 30-day Periscope challenge. What you're looking at right now is quite beautiful, I think. It's actually a painting that my mother did. It's quite beautiful, of the ocean, of the waves breaking with sunset. Probably one of my favorite things to look at, so I just thought I'd share my mother's painting with you. She's quite talented. Hello and welcome everybody, and thank you for your beautiful hearts. Yeah, it's a sunny day here in Wellington. Hi, Diane. This is so awesome to see people turning up every single day. Thanks, Bianca. It is pretty, isn't it? Hello, Bart's Adventure. That is a good name. Love all the hearts coming in, and this is day 4 of the 30-day Periscope challenge. Alrighty. So, hey, I am Natalie Sisson, the Suitcase Entrepreneur, and I've set myself this challenge this month to get to use Periscope more, to tap into live streaming, to connect with my audience more, and to basically challenge myself to do something for 30 days in a row. Hi, Diane. So today's tip and basically topic is all about instant revenue streams, which I know is something as online entrepreneurs, as small business owners, we are constantly in need of or wanting more of. Hey, Rob. Good morning from Bali. Beautiful. Lovely, lovely. Oh, and France. Hello. Very cool. So here's my thing to you. Oh, hi, Ian. So glad you stumbled across me yesterday and welcome back. So here's where I'm at. So this week I have bought an apartment in Wellington, New Zealand. Very excited and have a pretty hefty deposit, but am actually needing to come up with around 100K before Friday, which is pretty exciting. That's what happens when you put a cash offer on an apartment. You don't technically have all the cash. But I figured I was up for the challenge. Now, I'm not just going to find 100K in my business in the next 4 or 5 days. Hello from Brazil and sunny Dunedin. But it did make me think, gosh, what if I actually had to? There's other ways that I'm going to work around this, like a personal loan or a term deposit. But if I had to come up with, let's say, $5,000 or $10,000 by the end of this week, how would I do that? Now, if you already have an existing business, the easiest way to do that is to look at offering something new right away. Now, this thing that you're offering may be something that you can offer straight away. If you are in a service-based industry, it could be a new package that you're offering your clients. Thanks for all the lovely hearts. So you could just come up with a new package offering based on what your clients have been telling you that they want. Hi, Steph. And hello, Belgium. So that would be one way to do it. And by that, I would say a pretty significant package. Let's say something in the couple of thousands. So if you're a web designer or a coach or a consultant, whatever it may be that you can offer a really sort of VIP level service for, I would then go out to all your existing clients and those people who are potentially already in your audience, clients that you've worked with in the past, clients on your VIP list, people that you've been having conversations with at networking events. And I would approach them and say, putting up this special offer, you've been asking me for it. It's only available this week. Pre-orders happen here, and I'll be taking on these clients from this week onwards and scheduling out whatever it is, appointments, bookings, projects, client meetings from then on. Hi, Angela. Another way of doing that is if you have an existing business, but you're not service-based, let's say you launch products or programs or physical products, what you could do is have a massive, I'm launching this awesome thing and get in a whole lot of pre-sales. Hey, Claire. So what I would suggest is if I really needed some cash this week and I really needed to add in an extra revenue stream because I needed to hire new people or I needed to pay for a trip or I wanted to buy something awesome or I wanted to go on an adventure, then I would suggest having a pre-sale, which is basically when you offer up something that you haven't created or produced yet. You ask people to invest in it and buy it in the knowledge that you haven't created it, but you'll be delivering it in the next number of weeks or months. So an example of this is last year when I launched the Freedom Plan. I launched it as a pilot. I only put it out to a certain amount of people because I only wanted 30 people on the pilot. And I said, here's this awesome program that I am going to create. Here's the rough curriculum that I have in my head. Here is what it's going to help you with. Here's how it's going to benefit you. And if you sign up now for, I believe it was $4.97, it's going to start in 3 weeks' time with the first lesson and the first coaching call. Here's the link to the PayPal to join that. And I tell you what, I had 35 people join within a couple of weeks. So pretty crazy, great way to get a bunch of cash in my business and then also to pre-sell my idea and know that it was going to work. So it was excellent because I didn't have to go and create an entire program that nobody wanted. Instead, I had a whole bunch of people willing and ready to invest in something that they did. So it was already a proven proof of concept, I should say. And then I had money in my bank to go out and hire people to make it happen, to put it together. So somebody just asked, how would you do that for a product-based business? Well, once again, if you've been thinking of selling a physical product, I'm assuming that's what you meant. And glad this is timely for you, Diane. So if you have a physical product and maybe you've been investigating what you're wanting to bring into your product line, I would suggest once again do the numbers and look at how much leverage you can get on that product. So if you're normally charging a little bit less for physical products, maybe you bring in a high-end premium product, you go all out with it, you put a high-level price on it. The other option is if you're sticking with products in similar price points, and maybe you're getting them to pre-order for something that you haven't even been able to export or import yet, then you could go with a bundled package, or you could look at even having a sale. So another way to bring in a whole bunch of revenue quickly is to have a quick sale, a flash sale on something. It could be a birthday sale. You could say it's 20% off for the next 72 hours. So you're bringing in upfront cash and obviously affecting your sales for the rest of the month. So those are probably 3 quick ways to get revenue in. Yes, sometimes they require you to have some effort behind you. Yes, some existing business. And somebody said, what if you don't have an existing audience? Then you might need to actually invest in something like Facebook advertising or Google adverts, or getting yourself in front of somebody who has an existing audience that you can say, look, I'm going to be offering this product up or this sale. Would you be willing to promote this to your audience? I'll give you 10% of all sales that are coming in. Somebody just put a comment there and it flashed up too quickly. Something about FBA, which I know is to do with Amazon Direct products. So maybe you can put that comment back up again because I missed it. But they would be some of the ways. Thank you for all the hearts, you lovely people. They'd be some of the ways that I would get some instant cash in. And obviously you need to look at how much you need in what space of time. But if you're wanting to do it on your own terms, then this is the way to leverage what you already have. In terms of what does Facebook advertising cost? Oh, that's a big open-ended question. Oh, look at that pretty chandelier. It depends on what you're selling and who your audience is, because if you're trying to target a very popular demographic and client, then you're going to be paying a bit more. Anywhere between roughly really $1 to $8 to $10 per lead. And by lead, that means somebody signing up to your list or clicking on your website, depending on which of the Facebook advert options you choose. But typically, you could get somewhere around $2 to $4, exactly as much as you're willing to pay, Ian. So I know that if I'm selling a product that's worth $1,000, then paying $3 to $4 for a lead, which may turn into a sale, is an absolute no-brainer. If you're selling something like a $20 product and you're paying $10 per lead, once again, if they turn into a sale, then great, you're making money, but you do the maths. Somebody's just put $1. Yes, so for example, with my Freedom Collective, which is a really cool community that I've started, I've put out recently a $1 trial to try it out for a month. And then after that, people pay $39 a month, which is super reasonable. But that is another way of getting people onto your list, trying out your product, seeing what great value you offer before they then invest the full amount. That's not necessarily an instant revenue stream, because getting a whole lot of dollars in the door isn't as useful as more money, which we were just talking about earlier, but it is a great way to get people trying your products and your services. So that is around a free or a $1 trial, which you see a lot of apps and businesses use really consistently to get people trying their software or their applications, and as I said, their services or their products. So those are just some of my ideas for today. I know there were a whole lot of comments that came through. I think I missed them because they came too quick. And look, the hearts have stopped. And look, my arm is getting sore. I think I need one of my selfie sticks to thank you for the hearts. And Claire, I agree. I think $1 trials or just a trial in general for a month or a week or 2 weeks is a really good way to get people to test stuff, not feel like they're risking too much, and then hopefully fall in love with what you're doing. Oh, look at all those beautiful hearts. Thank you, people. So can I just check where in the world you're tuning in from? That'd be really neat. And also, can you just let me know as we go on with this 30-day challenge, sort of what stage of business you're at? I'm always interested. I think most people are kind of in the first 2 years of business or so. You're welcome, Steph, for the product launch tips. It is good info if I do regular discussions, hence the 30 days. Auckland, Chicago. Diane just posted in my Freedom Collective. Awesome. Glad to see you using it. Auckland, New York, Tauranga. Hello. Warwickshire, UK, in bed. Yes, it's very late for you. Thank you. Paris, very late for you too. Where am I off to today? I'm off to meet family friends for lunch in town, sign some legal papers on my new property, and go out to start a house sit in Whitby. So quite a big day, and I've had a really productive morning too, which has been fun. Portland, Belgium. You're in the Amazon FBA biz. Awesome. Great business to be in. And just starting out. So somebody just said, what is this 30-day thing? So I'm doing a 30-day Periscope challenge. So every single day for the next 30 days, well, up until the end of October, you will find me on Periscope right here live. Actually a little bit earlier than this normally. I'm trying to do it around 11 a.m. New Zealand time. I got caught up watching some Rugby World Cup and working on my deposit for my apartment today. So a little bit later than normal, but typically I'll be here around 11 a.m. New Zealand time, which is around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which I appreciate is a little late in Europe. But it's kind of a good time to hit a lot of other people. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any topics that you'd love to see on the Periscope challenge over the next 30 days, try and post them below and I'll look at them. 3rd year of business, but really need to make more dollars. Don't we all? Well, just to let you know, after year 2, I think it definitely gets easier. Yes, there are replays of days 1 to 3. Thank you so much for asking, Ian. You're a better marketer than me. So actually, if you go to youtube.com/Natalie Sisson, I'm posting all the videos up there every single day. I'm also posting them on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Suitcase Entrepreneur. Looks like people are connecting right here on Periscope and saying hello and good night and good evening. So thank you so much. So once again, 30-day Periscope challenge. If you use hashtag 30 as in 30 day PC, I will follow you there. I'll follow you on Twitter. I'm also doing that on Instagram, and I can answer any other questions that you have there. But I look forward to see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for coming along. And as I said, you can find these videos on youtube.com/Natalie Sisson, even though they're in vertical, so they look a little bit silly. It's the only thing about Periscope I don't quite understand. My last name is Sisson. Sisson. If you're from France, you would say Nathalie Sisson, which sounds very sexy. Oh, thank you. Somebody's even spelt it out there. It's also my handle here on Periscope, @Natalie Sisson, just in case. Oh, thank you, Bianca. And thank you to everybody for putting my name and the URL link into this video. You rock. Thank you so much, everybody, and tune in tomorrow.